Marvel Tokon fighting souls. What the hell is a Tokon? I have no clue what a Tokon is. Yeah. Why is it not in English? You're gonna get an American actress for this? What is it? Why is it anime? This is the weird part, right? Didn't this come out in America? And the thing is, this PlayStation State of Play was in America. So it's anime Marvel. Okay. That's a choice. They have this whole Marvel animation studio that does, I guess because, you know, Arxis is doing it. Has to. I mean, but, you know, the whole Marvel animation studio does all these stuff for Disney Plus. You know, it's Marvel Studios. That's why you got Star-Lord in here. Completely worthless character. A guy with guns. I mean, if he had Vigo's powers or whatever, Ego, the Living Planet's powers, I can understand, but not. I mean, what's he doing in here? How long would Star-Lord last in a fight against Ghost Rider? Realistically, come on. That's not your first choice. Where's Wolverine? We got this stupid-ass Star-Lord. He's only good with telling jokes. Alright. Better than with Platinum. We got Storm, okay, that's giving me some hope we have Storm here. But now we need Wolverine. And Cyclops. And Gambit. And Rogue. Because really, I'm mad that Rogue got taken out of the game. The last time she was in the game was Marvel versus X-Men. Street Fighter versus X-Men. She was actually good. I've got Hiraishi in here. DIE hired Kamala Khan. Get out of here, man. Crappy powers. Mr. Fantastic should be in here, not her. Somebody that stretches. Mr. Fantastic. That gives me bad nightmares of, you know, Marvel's Avengers. Square Enix. But here's the thing about the Square Enix Marvel versus Marvel's Avengers. She was the only worst part of the game. The game was actually good. It was just too complicated for like scrubby casuals to play. Don't you see how popular Marvel Rivals is? Because it's shallow and dumb. It feels terrible. It feels like a handmade game. I don't know. Really, when I play Marvel Rivals, it feels like I'm playing a mod for Star Wars Jedi Knight. You know, it feels like it's like homemade. That's how shallow and janky it is. It's mad janky. It's mad shallow. There's only like 3 moves per character. And these idiots love it. Why do so many people love that game? It sucks. I don't give a shit if there's a ranked mode. There's a ranked mode in a crappy game. I was really wanting them to make a versus mode for Marvel's Avengers, right? The Square Enix game, right? But they never made the Eidos, right? Eidos, Square Enix. They should have made a versus mode for it. I was saying make a versus mode for it. Something to do online. No, we can't do it. We can't balance it. They should have done it because that's basically what you have here. And that's basically what you have on Marvel Rivals. Is just a super watered down, shallow version of Marvel's Avengers. Like really taking like 99% of the moves out of the game, Marvel Avengers, and make it versus mode. And that's what you have Marvel Rivals. That's a Marvel Rivals. I don't care if you have 100 characters, they only have 3 moves each. It's corny. Because really, you're just playing with skins. So anyway, we got this. My thing with this is, it better have Dragon Punch moves, man. PlayStation is not known for making fighting games. Or Arxis is known for making fighting games, but they're known for making watered down fighting games. What is this crap? Can I get back to where I just was? Anyway, they're known to making games that are like, because I was not a fan of DBZ fighters. You know, all it had was fireball motions. Fire motions, that's it. That's the only fighting group motion you can muster. You could put forward, back, forward, or something. Forward, back, forward, that's something. you don't necessarily have to absolutely copy the Dragon Punch motion, but put something to pay some actual input and make some effort to play the game. That's why I didn't like it. I played it for like 5 minutes or something. I think you can add up the amount of hours I played that game, it may have added up to 5 hours. And I bought it like maybe the month it came out. That was years ago. That was like pre-COVID. So that was like, I don't know what, 2018, 2019. That was pre-COVID when DBZ Fighters came out. And it just sucked. They're like, what is this crap? When you looked at the movie list, like, what? That's it? When you get that with DLC to give you some Dragon Punch inputs. Put that in DLC. That game sucked. To me, it sucked. I didn't give a. I love Dragon Ball. Okay, I played a lot of Dragon Ball Z games. All right, I would, a game library full of Dragon Ball Z games. Even on PSP, I bought Dragon Ball Z games. But it sucked. I didn't like that shit. I'm just gonna do fireball motions only. That's the only effort I'm gonna do. Play the game. That's why I hated it. It took no effort to play. It took no skill. I don't want to play that crap. On top of that, it was unbalanced as hell. When a few characters are viable and all you have is fireball motion. You saw so many mirror matches in that stupid game. Anyway, so that's why I'm worried this is happening. This looks very good. It looks very impressive. I'm glad they redid the graphics. I'm glad it's 4v4 because they dumbed down the last Marvel vs. Capcom game. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was a waste. They're idiots. I don't know why they did that. It was terrible. They watered down the graphics. They just copy and pasted the graphics from 3 and watered them down at that and put watered down shaders on it that look worse than the original game. And then the gameplay sucked because they took all the Dragon Punch inputs out. Don't take the Dragon Punch inputs out. What the fuck are you doing? Why should anybody play? Stop hand-holding people. If you want people to have simple inputs, put a simple input mode. Put a, what do you call it? That basic mode. What do I call that basic mode again? Modern controls. Modern scrubs. There's nothing. Modern doesn't mean you have to be a scrub, but modern and scrub are mutually exclusive terms. They don't have to be insult anybody who's a current fighting game player. Like they can't learn how to do a Dragon Punch. They can't learn how to do a stun palm of Doom in Virtua Fighter, or a guard breaker of Doom in Virtua Fighter, or they can't learn how to do a simple 720 or 360 input for a spinning pile driver. You notice that's why I don't like Manon. I hate Manon because why is she's a grappler? Where's her spinning pile drive? She has no 360 input. If you're looking at her and she's a freaking grappler, you would think she has a 360 input. She doesn't have one. She has a fireball motion for a kick and a few half circle throws, and that's it. Like, what is this crap? It's so lame. When you made Zangief, it's like they broke the mold in fighting characters, and they made T-Hawk. They made T-Hawk super simple. T-Hawk had 360 throws. What is this thing? They just handhold babying people and underestimating the public, and making everything dumbed down and simplistic. That's why I can't play Manon. She sucks as a character. To me, freaking what's name is a better character than her. Laura is a better grappler than Manon. Manon sucks. As far as the inputs, she looks great character design, great voice actor, but the inputs suck. I can't stand that character. It's too simplistic and brain dead. It relies more on your drive rush and your drive input stuff, rather more so than it takes precedence over the inputs, the actual special moves. Her special moves suck. Her throw reputation would be way better if she's a judo fighter. She should have more than 2 throws. She's like 2 throws and that's it. And you get medals. Like, what medals you get if you only know 1 throw? It's garbage. Compared to Zangief, who has like 1,000,000 throws. Even in Street Fighter 2, Zangief had 1,000,000 throws. That's why I don't understand. What are you doing? What happened, man? All the good programmers got fired, I think. That's what it is. Or we had to wait for like, what? 3 or 4 instances of Manon until she actually gets good? Because, I mean, Zangief was good out the gate. Because Street Fighter 2 was the first game with Zangief, and he had a simplified throw list. I don't understand the mentality behind these game developers. They think everybody who plays games are like 5-year-olds or something, or they treat them like 5-year-olds. You know, that's all they do. That's all they do is play games. You don't have to make this input stuff. And you're not going to get scrubby people. Scrubby people are going to play for 5 minutes if they're scrubs. And they're gonna lose no matter what. You think they act like if they make the inputs easier, scrubs will win. Scrubs are gonna lose no matter what. That's why they're scrubs. That's the definition of being a scrub. Okay, so they put in all this soft stuff, so it's easy to learn. They're still gonna suck, and there's no depth for like other people to play. I mean, better players to play. That's why I dropped off from playing Street Fighter 6. And plus, some of the characters that came out from the DLC, I wasn't a fan of. I didn't like the rework on Akuma. Akuma was too simplified. They took out his goddamn air fireballs. Fuck you, man. They should have jump back air fireballs like he always had in Street Fighter 4. That's what I was looking at, because like Street Fighter 5 was an anomaly of scrubdom. It's scrub coddling, okay? So that's what you're gonna stand in Street Fighter 5. That's why Akuma has no jump back air fireballs and jump up straight up air fireballs. It's like, well, in 6 he can do it only if it's a super. If it's a super air fireball, he can jump straight up and throw it, right? But otherwise he has to jump forward. Like, what mental block does he have that he can't jump back and throw an air fireball when he did it for like 30 years and like 10 other versions of Street Fighter? He could jump back and throw an air fireball. You want to take it out. And now in the new patch for Street Fighter 6, they nerfed the combo damage an air fireball can do by 40% damage scaling. I mean, they're asking people to riot. They're either asking people to riot or they're just asking all the old players to quit. They're like daring old players to quit. They keep doing stuff to infuriate people. Like making a fighting game with no motion inputs, that 2x2 KO. This? What is this? I hope this better have goddamn... I mean, it's anime, Marvel, the hell is not necessary. We know you're anime, okay? We know you make Guilty Gear. You don't have to fucking make it all anime looking and make them talk Japanese and subtitles. What the hell is this? You better have an English mode, right? Because I saw the X-Men anime, it sucked. They're trying to make everything anime. You can't make anime. Anime is homegrown. You can't just make an American thing anime. They're kind of like a Rick and Morty anime. Like, fuck out of here. I didn't watch more than 5 minutes of that shit. I turned it off. That's cultural appropriation, really. Alright, so yeah, I mean, I'm glad Spider-Man's in it. Great, fine. This dork, was he in it? Her? Fucking name? Oh, she sucks. Then anybody should be the first character to die in Avengers Secret Wars. Let's see that. Avengers Doomsday. Make her head explode. Get out of here. Anyway. Get the politics out of my damn comic book. You don't want to make a statement. You don't make a shitty character make a statement. Even though I love Public Enemy as rappers, when they just started to focus on just political statements only and not rapping, over rapping, you know, that's where the song started to suck. They just weren't making music anymore. They were trying to focus on making statements first and songs second, and you can't do it that way. KRS was good, because KRS would vacillate back and forth between making conscious rap and just making this music, okay? Battle rap or party rap, he knew how to do both. He never started to falter on one or the other, really. Some people can just balance that, do a better balancing act. So what is this? Anyway, this, I'm like, it looks good, it looks hype, but I'm like, it better be good gameplay or I'm not fucking playing it. If I want to watch an anime, I'll go watch a fucking anime. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna just have something with just, you know, just fireball motions, it's too shallow. I'm not into that. I hated Street Fighter 6 and Street Fighter 5. Street Fighter 5 sucked because all it had was, oh, just drive V-trigger this, V-trigger that, and the inputs were no challenge. You want to know why there was no Evo Moment 37 or after Evo Moment 37, there were no Evo Moment 40, 41, 42, 43? So they dumbed down the game. They dumbed down Street Fighter. This crap. What's name was decent. I mean, Street Fighter 4 was decent with focus attack dash cancel it, okay? Your focus drive. But this, I mean with that drive rush is too easy to do raw. With what's name, you had to cancel a move to do it. It's too easy, you just randomly do it. I mean, you do it in a part of a combo. There's a point of doing it raw, but there's no benefit to doing it raw. in Street Fighter 4. You had to do it in a combo, focus attack, dash, cancel combo, right? For them to just have somebody spamming drive rush over and over again, it sucks, and you don't earn it, and it's too easy. And they didn't stick to their guns. They had potential with Street Fighter 6, but then they didn't stick to landing. One, they screwed up Akuma. Two, they put the easy input for drive rush. When you drive rush cancel, it's supposed to be forward to drive rush cancel. These scrubs, these pad playing scrubs, and yes, it's the scrubs that play pad, and I don't give a shit how many so-called pros play for pad. These are arcade sticker, you fucking suck. They can't do forward or have it some mental difficulty doing forward after connecting with a move. To do drive rush cancel, to add square and triangle or whatever, square and triangle to do drive rush. Punch, mid punch, mid kick, drive, just push it in just like you're playing Street Fighter 5 as a freaking cancel. Man, fuck that, man. We already hit that with V-Trigger. V-Trigger cancel. Alright, that was fine for one game. But then go back to freaking skills. And it was skilled for a while when Street Fighter 6 first came out. It was forward to drive rush cancel. But these little scrub bitches who couldn't freaking do it because they suck too bad, or they're having trouble doing it and they're losing too badly. They kept crying to the devs, and because they're little bitch sponsored players, the people that yell the loudest are the ones they listen to. They always listen to the wrong people. They dumbed down the game and made it so you just press two buttons to drive rush and cancel off an input. The hell is that? You suck, man. I mean, they just put a damn integrity. They made a game like that way for a reason. Tell them to fucking get good. Or keep losing until they learn how to do it. Because there's a lot of pampered bitches in that game. They're such little bitches they can't even play for fucking arcade sake. Gotta use a hitbox. And you notice why they have really scrubby games that have just no motion inputs? Because these scrubs use hitboxes all the time. They're breaking buttons trying to do inputs. So like, I'm breaking buttons on my shitty hitbox. Take the inputs out. And that League of Legends game, that game 2x2KO, as far as I'm concerned, they did that because they know these scrubs who play stupid-ass League of Legends, because it's a League of Legends-based game, they're going to want to play it, and it's too dumb and stupid to learn how to do actual fighting game moves, so they just want to press buttons. So that's why they took all the inputs out of that game. So that's how it ended up like that. I wouldn't pay 2 cents for it. I'm not even gonna put it on my hard drive. It's free to play, but I wouldn't pay 2 cents for it. This destroys it. This game, if all this has is only, say, whatever, fireball motions, that's still better than what they had with 2x2KO is coming out with just no motion inputs. Like, why are you making a fighting game with no motion inputs? Then don't make a damn fighting game, since you obviously can't handle it. So I'm cautiously optimistic about this. Hopefully they have some kind of integrity. If you're gonna make it all in Japanese and all this stuff, the language in Japanese, actually have some Japanese caliber gameplay in the game. Have some goddamn Dragon Punch input. That's why I play Ed. In Street Fighter 6, when I do play Street Fighter 6, I play Ed, because at least Ed has Dragon Punch. And I hope Alice comes back, because Alice was like one of the few characters, like an ideal Street Fighter character. He had everything. He had fireball motions. He had Dragon Punch motions. He had charge moves. He even had dive attacks. Okay, he had everything, and he had a half circle command throw. He had everything a character is supposed to have, like a Street Fighter character is supposed to have. Like, after all these years of Street Fighter, we should learn how to do a Dragon Ball motion and a Shoryuken motion by now. It shouldn't be a freaking problem. You still can't do it, or you can't cross-cut. You're some kind of scrub. That's your problem. That's a personal problem. Don't dumb down the game because of that. Don't cater to those freaking people. They're assholes. And they're going to quit in 2 months anyway, because obviously they're scrubs and they don't make any effort. The modern control shit. Every time I have a modern controls challenger in Street Fighter 6, I just don't play. I wait till they leave. I let them win one match and then leave. But you can't just disconnect, because they'll give you bad disconnect rating. And they won't let you just filter the assholes out, which is bullshit. It's anti-consumer. I want to play these scrubs. You want these scrubbers to play Modern Controls? Fine, get them the fuck away from me. And why did they let that bastard come back? That racist bastard. What's his name? Chris Chris NTH or whatever his super name is. NY Chris G. Yeah, Chris G. That's the name. That asshole. He got canceled 5 years ago in 2020 for saying racist shit about black women, black girl gamers are sluts, or some stupid shit like that. Like, what? A lot of girls are sluts. I don't know what circles you run in, and they don't like just single out black women. You're just racist. Anyway, he deserved to be canceled. He shouldn't let the out to come back. He knows how he came back playing SNK games primarily. But when he came back, he's playing Modern Mai. I mean, he should be canceled just for playing Modern Controls Mai, Shirinu, in Street Fighter 6. Man, just cancel him again just for that. All you gotta do is he's just gonna let him hang himself, get him off the rope to hang himself. You let him act like everything's hunky dory, he'll say some stupid shit again, and he'll just get canceled again. But that's who he is. I'm cautiously optimistic this will be good. Hopefully it'll be good, because like there hasn't been a game worth the PlayStation 5 since it's come out, really. Have a bunch of like remasters of The Last of Us, but no actual good games. This is the best game in its state of play. Well, make it worth the time. Make it worth the effort. If you can do all this effort to make the graphics this good, at least make the game worth playing. But that'd be a tragedy, because actually it's a tragedy that Dragon Ball Fighter Z was so damn lame. It's fast-paced and frantic, but I'm not playing that crap. I would rather play this Dragon Ball Budokai Tenkaichi. If I'm gonna have a game with no Dragon Punch mode game, a better game is Dragon Ball Tenkaichi, or Dragon Ball, the old Dragon Ball Burst Limit, or Dragon Ball Z Raging Blast. Those are better games. If I'm playing a Dragon Ball game, and it doesn't even have Dragon Punches or Dragon Punches, right, or charge moves, why am I playing it in a Street Fighter match? Why are you false advertising it like a Street Fighter game when it clearly isn't? And doesn't have Street Fighter worthy gameplay? You want to take a Street Fighter or a Marvel vs. Capcom framework, right, and put that presentation out there, and then you can't match the gameplay. Like, why are you doing it for? Well, stop embarrassing yourself. I have secondhand embarrassment of Dragon Ball Fighter Z, because they sucked as far as making a game the same caliber as Marvel. No, it wasn't. Only thing it had was 3v3 is good as Marvel, but the actual gameplay sucked. That gameplay sucked as bad as Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, if not more. So fuck it. Anyway, I digress. I'm cautiously optimistic about this game. Hopefully they stick the landing. Street Fighter 6 sure didn't. And like, comment, and subscribe. RIP 2x2KO, but 2x2KO was dead on arrival anyway because it had no motion input. So like, comment, and subscribe. I'm glad Doom's back. And I hope they don't get sued. That looks so much like the old Doom from Marvel vs. Capcom. It's crazy. But whatever. Looks good. Looks good.